So you went and got yourself one of those fancy new iPods that does video, and you want to know exactly how you can put video onto it. Well, it's actually pretty straightforward as long as you have video content at the ready, whether you ripped a DVD movie, you downloaded a movie or something, and you want to go ahead and put it on the iPod. The process is pretty straightforward. Granted, you need to make sure that your iPod works with iTunes. If you have any trouble with getting your iPod to work with iTunes, watch the videos that I have linked up here and as well in the description that'll help you with some troubleshooting steps. If all of that's good, if you can add music to your iPod, everything's good there, and you just want to know, well, how can I get cool stuff like the Back to the Future movies, or some Simpsons episodes that you want to get on here, or South Park, or the Studio Ghibli movies, or Coraline? You want to know how to be able to do that. Well, as mentioned in this video, I can show you the process I go through to convert the video format to work with this iPod. And of course, you need to make sure you have a good connection to the computer. And for example, I have this wonderful dock that I found at a thrift shop a while back, and I'm very thankful that I found it because this thing goes for a lot of money nowadays. It's a really nice way for me to go ahead and display my iPod. Let's get into it real quick. I'm going to jump over to my computer, guys, so I can show you real quick. And again, this is just a tutorial on the software that I use and how I can then add it through iTunes onto the iPod. So first thing you want to do is go ahead and make sure that you have your iPod connected to your computer. We're going to do it via this lovely dock that I mentioned. All right, so that is ready. So let's go ahead and jump over to the computer, guys. All right, guys, so here we are on my computer, and the software that I'm using is called WinX HD Video Converter Deluxe. Now, you can find this software online, and for those of you that know, you know where you can go ahead and get this software as well. It is an older software, of course, because it's, was meant for older stuff. But the great thing is it still works. I'm using it on Windows 10 here. And so just to get started, you have to go ahead and have video already. So let's go ahead and, for example, I have Beast Wars here that I was able to get from the Internet Archive. These are the 1080p versions. And as you can see, the format for these is MKV, which is pretty common nowadays. So if I wanted to go ahead and make a copy of, say, the first episode of Beast Wars on my iPod, it's honestly as simple as just dragging it over. And here you're going to get options, recently used, or you can go ahead and choose what you want to convert it to. Since I've already done that under my recently used profile, I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to iPod Classic. This one right here, recommended. Shows you the codec and everything. You can set it to higher quality if you want, but honestly, for the screen of the iPod, it's fine where it's at, right in the middle. Depending on the size of the video and the format, and if you choose this to lower or higher, it'll range on how long it's going to take. We're going to hit OK. So here I went ahead and created an iPod video folder for my computer. So we're going to go ahead and select that folder where we want this to output, and then we're going to hit run. And like I said, this will depend on the size of the video and everything. So we'll go ahead and fast forward and get you over to the next part of when this is done. All right, guys, so the job is done, and it took honestly maybe 5 or so minutes, not too long. So now we go ahead and we have this version available to put onto iTunes. So I'm gonna close this out. Here we have it in File Explorer. We're gonna go ahead and open iTunes. And as you can see, I already have other movies on here that I've converted. So all we're gonna do is just drag this over to iTunes into the movie section, and it'll appear on there. If you want to rename the video at all, just right click on it. Obviously, I don't need all of this, so we can go ahead and just shrink that down. We don't need all this extra stuff. We can just say we need 1:1 like that. And that's perfect. And you can go ahead and remove this as well. You don't need any of that. Just leave it as Beast Wars. And yeah, so from here, let's go ahead and close this. Get this here. And as you can see, my iPod is now connected right here. And all you do, once you have the movie on here, is just click and drag over to the iPod and let it go ahead and do its updating. One important thing that I always like to mention to everybody that is struggling to add content to their iPods is always ensure that the option to manually manage music and videos is checked. If you do not have this checked, you will not be able to manually drag songs and videos to the iPod. And instead, we'll rely on syncing, which I just don't like. I prefer to know exactly what I'm putting on there. So make sure this is always checked. Otherwise, you won't be able to drag anything to the iPod. Looks like it's done, so let's go ahead and eject it and get on over to my desk and see if it imported over. All right, guys, so here we are back at my desk. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it from the docking station. And let's go ahead and head over to videos, movies, and we're gonna look for Beast Wars. And there it is. And there you have it. The first episode of Beast Wars is now on my iPod. Obviously, you can't hear anything because I don't have the headphones plugged in, but take my word for it, it's all working. And yep, that's exactly how you can go ahead and add video content to your iPod Classic. Now, this will work also for the Nanos that have video, and of course the iPod Touches. You can choose the option to format it for the iPod Touch instead of iPod Classic and such. There's also a section for iPod Nanos on there. So yeah, this is exactly how you're gonna do it. As mentioned, how you obtain this content is gonna be at your discretion. I'm not here to tell you how to get any of that stuff because, well, I'm good. I'm good. But yep, if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Feel free to also join my Discord channel. I do have an iPod channel on there where I discuss iPod stuff, troubleshooting, or if you just want to talk about iPods or other retro tech. I've been Rudy with the Retro Universe, and thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this tutorial has helped you out. And like I said, any questions, let me know down in the comments, or hit me up on the Discord where we can talk a little bit more freely about how all this stuff works and how to get access to it. So take it easy, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.